Hey everybody, 5thHorseman here, playing Mark Kerbal Space Program, and it may look like the ship is upside down. Well, it's not. It's just, that's the way I built it. So, I'll tell you what, I'm going to launch this thing, and I'm going to tell you what it's for in a 3, a 2, a 1. Can I control from here? No. Launch! We're going to launch upside down. Yeah, this is my ship to send people to Jewel, and we're doing a morning launch at Kerbal Space Center. We've got Commander Thomley, Lodley Gregson, and Commander Halsey, along with Lanley and Henry. I believe Lanley and Lodley are brothers. We are lifting off. We are heading up. The goal here is to get this thing into a low orbit, around 100 or so kilometers off the surface, so that when this Jewel encounter comes in 5 days, we can burn for it. So I don't expect anything to go bad with this. It's a fairly simple craft. This bottom lifter has enough fuel, should be, to pretty much get me into orbit, maybe even a little bit more. And then the nuclear rockets have more than enough to get me to Jewel. So I'm going to do that, and I will come back to you when I've got this guy in orbit. Okay, we've got a mere 237 meters per second left in this guy, but we just got our periapsis over the ground, so I'm going to decouple him. We're going to waste a tiny bit of fuel, the tiniest of bits, and then we're going to spin this guy around. And then we are going to actually get our periapsis up here without raising our apoapsis too much. And by tilting up, you lower your apoapsis. Okay, it's 103 by 81. It's pretty crappy, but hey, what are you going to do? I'm going to hit 1 here to get our Gigantors going. Or one of them at least. I'll never understand action groups. But get those things going. It kind of looks like Hubble Space Telescope here. But it's not. It is a crew capsule, and it's got 3,000 Delta V, and our Jewel thing requires 18, so it's got almost... not quite double. It's got not quite double. How's that sound? But let's go ahead and plan at our next apoapsis to get our periapsis up to equal with our apoapsis. Oh my god, I suck. Yeah, I'm terrible at this game. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with 92 by 106. That's perfectly fine. Okay, now to plan our Jewel burn here, we could probably do it now, to be honest with you. We want to burn on the night side. 115 degrees to prograde. Okay, so this is prograde. This is 90. So 115 is here-ish, we'll say. And then we have, this burn is 1894. So let's just crank it up here. Yeah, it needs to be a little bit more. Or in a little bit different time. So let's try subtracting some time from the thing by 10s. That's worse. Let's try adding time by 10s. There we go. Set Jewel as a target. We are... not near enough to it. Let's try adding another 10. Oh, there we go. 226, 217. 217 looks really good, so I'm thinking it had to have been that. How about we leave it like this, and then we'll tweak it once we're out of Kerbin's sphere of influence. This is a 1916 burn. That I just completely screwed up. By hitting the shift key to throttle up. Okay, I'm going to fiddle with this node. You saw what I was doing. I'll be back when I fix my screw-up. Okay, I've mostly fixed my problem. I've got back to a 214 million meters, or 1,000 kilometers, off the surface of Jool, which is obviously pretty good considering how much it totally twists my orbit around when I get to it. It's a 1916 burn. As I said, that's not a big deal. It'll leave us with about $1,000 to fiddle around once we get to Jool. So, I guess we'll just do this now and get it over with. How about that? You guys like that idea? Thomley? Thomley is the commander of this whole mission. And he says it's a go, so it's a go. It's about 3 minutes, almost exactly. So we're going to go down to 1 minute and 30. There we go. Okay, I should be able to hit F5 to save here. Ha ha ha, I love this game. Okay, now we can check warp mode. This guy should be fine in warp mode. The only thing I'm concerned about, and I'm not super concerned, is burning the engines out. Things seem to be going pretty well as far as that's concerned. As in, I'm not burning the engines out. We're chugging along. We have left Kerbin's Sphere of Influence. We're wandering off the point on my nav ball here. So I'm just going to get us a little more centered on it. Go back into warp mode here. Liking the ability to quick save during a burn, that's for sure. Okay. Kill the node. Check out our Jool encounter. It's garbage. Okay, whoops. Let's try to make it better. And we made it go away. I'm having some... There we go. Just keep burning retrograde until we have an encounter. 367, and it's making it worse by doing that. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. After I get it back down in the 200s. Or not. I don't know how this game figures things out like this. But that gives us an actual encounter, and that makes me happy. Okay, we are leaving Kerbin's Sphere of Influence in a day. We don't need this Jool window anymore. The Drayman Return Sciencer is a mere 7 days away, so I think we're going to do that today. This was just the preamble to what we were actually going to do, which is the Drayman Return Sciencer. I think we're all excited. We're all excited about that. So let's get these guys out of Kerbin's Sphere of Influence. Make sure the solar panels are aimed well at the sun. They are. Let's go ahead and head on away. Sphere of Influence change. Oh, might as well take some crew reports here. And an EVA report. These are probably all... Well, I know they're superfluous. They're completely unnecessary. But not only are they unnecessary, but they've probably already been done by the guy in the Drayman Return Sciencer, which we're going to jump to now. Okay, Seanwise. Oh, look at this. Crew report. Take it. EVA report. Oh, don't flip yourself around. Okay, get back out. EVA report. Whoa, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's that solar panel there. Go ahead and take an EVA report. Get back in. Now, if we recall... Turn your computer on. What are you doing? If we recall, this guy... Seismic data can't be done by now. How about gravity data? See, that's worth something. Let's go ahead and keep that. Temperature data can't be done right now. Okay, that's all we have for him. Okay, if we recall, this here is when we land on Duna. That's what this is for. This is for high above Duna. This is for low above Duna. I say Duna when I mean Dre, and I say Dre when I mean Dres. Then we're going to burn this thing to slow us. We're going to take one as soon as we enter Dres' sphere of influence. Then, and he's going to get out and take it. Then we are going to... then we're going to burn to slow down, and then hopefully get this when we're in low over Dre. And then when this engine runs out, he's going to hop out and grab the science stuff, get back in, and then kick this off so we can use this engine to actually slow us down the rest of the way. That's the plan. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. 6 days away. Got nothing but time. Okay, we are 37 minutes. We are going to... Actually, what we're going to do here is we are going to hop out. Get out of your ship here. We're going to take the data from here. We're going to take the data from him. These guys don't have any data in them. We are going to grab this thing. And then we're going to attach it slightly higher so it doesn't screw him up anymore. And we have all the data from everything, so we're going to store them, and then we're going to get in, and we're good. Okay, we are now in Dres' sphere of influence. Oddly enough, it's not telling me I have more science to do. But we're definitely there, so let's go ahead and do science. Okay, now we're going to observe the materials bay. We are going to keep the data. We are going to observe the mystery goo. We are going to keep the data. We are going to observe the graviolis. We are going to keep the data. We're going to take a crew report. There it is. Keep that. You are going to hop out. Take an EVA report. Keep that data. Okay, now. This is a trial run for when we're actually over Dre. Collect the data. Yes, I know. And collect the data. Yes, I know. It's pretty quick. It's what? 20 seconds, maybe 30? Grab on. Okay, this part we don't have to do. I'm going to do it now because I want it, but and then get back in. Oh wait, one thing you have to do. EVA again. I said EVA again. He has to grab this data so that he can take another crew report when we're low. Okay, we are aimed at our maneuver node. That means Dre should be back there somewhere behind us. This maneuver node is for 1,000 meters per second, and it says we have it. This says we have it, so I'm going to assume we have it. Let's go ahead and hit F5, like we always do when we assume things. Yeah, this game is really... not sure what's going on. But let's speed up time, see if we can catch an image of Dre out there somewhere. Oh, there it is. There she is, coming out of the night. Let's really crank up time. Here we come, the first man to Dre. Okay, it's probably going to be most of this 2-minute and 13-second run. Let's see if we're already low. We're still high, which is a bad sign. Let's see. We're going to be at the node in, okay, so in 1 minute and 5 seconds is when we want to start the burn. I'm worried that we're not ever going to be a minute below it. If we're not ever below it, then I'm just going to dump the experiment because it's useless. Let's check it now. High over Dre. Yeah, we're never going to be low over Dre with this ship, so we're going to lose this material science, but oh well, we'll survive. And at 5 seconds, I'm gonna hit the gas here. This looks good to me. And we're going to finish this burn. I will be back when we are in orbit around Dre. Okay, executive decision time. Seanwise has cut the engine 64 meters per second early, leaving him a precious 157 meters per second left in the tank. He has done this because he has decided that at apoapsis, he is going to burn retrograde to get his periapsis perilously close to the planet. We have Kethane turned on, apparently. There we go. We don't care about Kethane around Dre, at least not yet. So he is going to burn at apoapsis. He is going to lower his periapsis down probably very, very close to the surface. Let's find out what he can do here for 157 meters per second. Look at that. With only 2.5, he can bring it down to 54. Let's get it under 50. Well, heck, let's get it under 25. I wish I could get a decent... 24? I think that's good. That's safe, but low. So he's gonna do this burn. It's a mere 3.4 meters per second. Because he wants this science. He feels it's important. And most importantly, nobody has told him that we have maxed out the tech tree. So he's spinning his ship around. Ugh, he does not have reaction wheels. So we're going to go out here. Let's see. The node is in 7 days, and I just thought of something. Yeah, it is the next thing to happen. So yeah, we're not in any hurry. everything has hundreds of days. So we got nothing but time here. 6 days. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this far out, he can just do this burn now. So we're going to do it. His actual periapsis is 28. We wanted it under 25. There we go, under 25. So we're going to kill this maneuver node because we don't need it no more. Now we are going to add a periapsis alarm. Okay, we are under 50. Let's see what this does for us. Observe the materials bay. Still high. Still high. Still high. How close to Dre do you have to be? This is not high over. This is not low over Dre. This is still high over Dre. Okay, let's go down under 30. Still high. Now I'm getting worried that 25 isn't going to do it. Hopefully 25 is the demarcation point. Still high. 25.3. 2. 1. This is so fascinating, I know, for you at home. Near. Keep it. Observe. Near. Keep it. Yes, we have the data. We have the data. Okay, so we can now kill our velocity here. Oh, actually, we can't yet. Go EVA, even though your ship's spinning around. Grab it. And I'm aware of the implications of collecting the data. Get in. Spin around. Kill off the rest of our Delta V from this stage. Pulling our Apoapsis down. We got 20 meters per second left. I think I'm going to use it over here to give ourselves a collision over here, and that's in the sun, so that's pretty much perfect. We'll just do that so that this guy has no more fuel, and tell me that this guy still has fuel. He does. Good. So that way we'll leave no debris orbiting Dre. Although this thing could serve as a fuel for the recycle bin of the eventual Dre mission that's going to come, but right now we're worried about orbital debris, not about recycling things, so we're going to crash it. Plus, it's more fun that way. Okay, does that give us a collision? Pretty much. If it survives that, it's going to eventually crash. So, goodbye and thank you for helping us this far. And let's activate our engine here. I don't want to decouple this. I don't want to decouple anything now. Okay, yeah, I don't want to decouple the side things or the top thing. Now what we want to do is burn a little bit prograde. Let's burn a little bit this way so we don't crash into our stage here. We want to burn just a little bit prograde so that we don't suffer the same fate as our probe there. It doesn't really matter where we land. I don't care where we land. Right here is perfectly fine. Let's kill this maneuver node. At 2,000 meters above the surface, we need to burn 423 of our 1225 to land, which is fine by me, and we're already facing that way. Let's hit F5 and see how this works. Are you ready, Seanwise? We're going in. We're doing it in free mode, too, so you can see where you are. Oh, there goes the sun. The sun is setting. Not a big deal. Our engine is taken off. This is going to be kind of a slow descent, I think. We're 25 kilometers above the surface. We are near Dre. We might as well try to get these. Oh, I'll slow down to 0. Might as well try to get these reports. Temperature, keep it. I'm just going to keep these. I'm not going to collect these right now. Gravity data, keep it. We'll do a crew report. Keep it. And actually, you know what? We don't have the EVA report, so we might as well keep that as well. Okay. Now, yeah, we won't. Sadly, we can only go 10 times. I think this thing has a good shot of crashing into that mountain, as would have we. Let's see if it vanishes suddenly. Nope, it cleared the mountain. Okay, let's go into physics warp. We are a mere, let's see, 4 minutes from periapsis, which is 1 minute at time warp. We are apparently 3 minutes from our maneuver node. It's going to be 46 seconds of burning when we get to that maneuver node. But we can really do it right at periapsis. Our thrust to weight is awesome. And this engine here is actually doing a good job of scouting ahead for us. It's our canary in the coal mine. Okay, it crashed into that, so we know that mountain is close. I think this plane right here is a nice looking area to land. I wish I knew where the sun was. Oh, there's the sun. Okay. Yeah, this flat area here. Let's make this our home. I'm going to kill the maneuver node because I don't need it. We have an impact time now, and it's going up, which is always a good sign. Oh yeah, this will be easy. Let's bring our gear down. We're just killing our transverse velocity, and we'll come straight down on this nice flat area here. We're a mere, what's that, 2.2 kilometers. So really we're basically at sea level. Just pushing my vector here so that it's exactly straight down. And as we come down slowly, our impact time is 20 seconds away. I kind of like it at 20 seconds. Maybe 15 would be fine. We're going to eventually have a shadow over that way somewhere. Don't need the alarm clock anymore. Kind of stair-stepping our way down, keeping our impact time at about 10 seconds now. As we go down, oh, there's our shadow. So now we don't even need the engineer. And like a glove. Very well done, Seanwise. We have landed on the surface. We're going to observe the materials bay from Dres surface. Look at that. Observe the mystery goo from Dres surface. I'm not even looking at how much science it is because I know it's going to be so much. Let's do a crew report, or we can't. No, we can't do a crew report. Okay. Let's turn off our computer because our ship seems to be doing a little bit of shimmy shaking here. You are not going to get down yet. We have things to do. Can we collect? Okay, you know what? Grab this and drop it. We don't want it at this moment here. We want your first steps on Dre to be historic. Or you could just land on the solar panel and make it crash. Okay, before you plant a flag or anything, let's collect our science, get our job done here. I know you're excited. Let's go ahead and collect the data, and I'm aware of the implications of that. Let's collect this data, and I'm aware of the implications of that. Okay. Let's take this data. Take this data. Take all the data out of here and store it. Get in. And let's decouple that. Goodbye. I hope it doesn't come back down and crash into us. Yeah, it looks like it'll be fine. I think so. Yeah, oh yeah, we're fine. Okay. Now, let's log the seismic data and keep it. Log the temperature data from the surface. Keep it. Log the gravity data and keep it. Take a crew report. Let's go ahead and transmit it. Why not? That's what we're here for. With our crappy 50-point battery here. Now, get out. Now do your EVA report. Collect your data. Store it all in the pod. And guess what you get to do? Oh, we can't store that one because it's already been taken. Now you finally get to take your first steps almost on the surface of an alien world. How do you feel, Seanwise, yes, you want to plant your flag right in the ship. That's what we want to do. Seanwise, I made it. I plant flag good. Okay, take a surface sample. Take an EVA report. We want to overwrite the existing one because that one's already got stuff in it. Now it's time to get back in your ship. I know you've spent a lot of time in that ship, but we don't need you here anymore. We are ready to head home. I wish this thing wasn't so shaky, but hey, what are you gonna do? Let's review our stored data. I'm gonna transmit all the stuff that that is worth 100%, and then I will be back when we are ready to take back off. Well, Seanwise, I got some bad news for you. The Dre to Kerbin window is in a year and 65 days, so you're going to be up here a while. I hope you enjoy yourself. We will be back with you whenever that happens. Moho Rescue is the next thing to come up. However, I think this has been enough for an episode. I think it's probably been enough for 2 episodes. So I am going to bid you adieu. I hope you enjoyed watching this. As always, I enjoyed playing it. I am 5thHorseman, and I will, as always, talk at you later.